Welcome to my next Big Bang Theory Season 12 episode review video. Before I get into that, though, pretty important. If you are caught up to the point where I am every once you're watching The Big Bang Theory, or you're just not entirely sure, then you definitely need to take the initiative and pay attention to the episode's title, which of course I'll mention, as well as put in the description. If that happens to be the case, you find that you're not caught up, it would be my recommendation that you don't watch this detailed review any further to avoid any potential spoilers. This will be The Big Bang Theory Season 12, Episode 18. The title of this episode is called The Laureate Accumulation, and this will be my review reaction recap after just finishing watching the episode. We start things off with everybody watching Ellen. Scientists are on Ellen, and they are discussing Sheldon and Amy's asymmetry string theory. Sheldon wants Ellen to expose them as the frauds they are. Pemberton and Campbell can't explain the theory to the audience, but they do charm them and sing one of their popular YouTube videos. Let's get physical. Let's get physical. Sheldon visits the two frauds at their hotel room. Sheldon accuses them of being charming, which they thank him for. He wants them to call a press conference to tell everyone that they blindly stumbled into proving the theory that Sheldon and Amy discovered. Nope. Campbell says that just because they stumbled into it doesn't mean that they didn't discover it. As their argument develops into an argument about Pemberton's ex-wife, they close the door on Sheldon. Sheldon is complaining about Campbell and Pemberton's celebrity bus tour. President Siebert stops in and tells Sheldon not to worry since Caltech is putting together a reception of other Nobel Prize winners to gain some scientific support for Sheldon and Amy to oppose to the fraud's popular support. Howard returns finding that Bernadette can't get the children to sleep. Bernadette doesn't know why she's afraid to suddenly. Howard reminds her that she is his daughter. He goes upstairs to talk to her over the baby monitor. Bernadette hears how he tells Hallie how he was afraid while he was in outer space. Amy tells Sheldon about the Nobel Prize winners the university is inviting. Unfortunately, Sheldon has a history of insulting his colleagues. Amy wonders if anyone is left that might help them. Stewart finds Bernadette busy making drawings for a book about astronaut Howard overcoming his fears. Stewart thinks that Hallie made the drawings instead of Bernadette. He wants to make it into a book for Hallie and Michael. Stewart offers to do the illustrations. Bernadette thinks that is great. According to Stewart, doing a children's book would be nice change from what he usually draws. He doesn't clarify his comment. Sheldon and Amy visit Leonard and Penny, asking them if they have any cookie dough. They do. They want to bake cookies for the other scientists to get their support. Leonard thinks that they'll know that Sheldon is bribing them. Sheldon disagrees because a lot of brilliant people are pretty oblivious to social cues, Sheldon specifically. Penny sarcastically thanks Sheldon for pointing that out. Professor Smoot throws out Sheldon's cookies, as does Professor Thorne. Professor Arnold seems to appreciate the gift until she finds out that they are oatmeal cookies. And then somebody sent Sheldon a dirty message with his cookies. Bernadette brings Howard a present, the completed story of the frightened little astronaut. Stewart even knows a publisher who is interested in their book. Howard is not happy with the world knowing his story. Raj suggests calling it The Bitchy Little Astronaut. Talking things over with Sheldon, he realizes he really feels bad for Amy since she is suffering for his mistakes. Leonard is impressed that Sheldon is worried about someone else's feelings. He has ever since he laughed at Amy after she got shocked by the Christmas tree lights. Sheldon wishes he had a time machine to correct his social blunders. Leonard is willing to help him when he crosses the line. Sheldon figures on coming up with the code word, while Leonard will just tell him to shut up. Penny meets Amy in the laundry room. She learns that no one is coming to their reception. Amy describes the scientific reasons that he didn't like Professor Smoot's work. Damn, replies Penny. Stewart finds Howard knowing that he doesn't want his story published. He tells Howard that it could be great for his art career. Maybe Howard would do it if they made some changes like removed Frightened Little from the title. Remove where he is crying and maybe make him a superhero. Leonard and Penny visit Professor Thorne, who doesn't want to help Sheldon. Penny tells him that Dr. Fowler is really nice, that mentions his work on gravitational waves. Thorne asks Penny if she knows about his work, but she had just checked her phone for some facts about it. Leonard suggests that it is about the work, not the individual, while Penny gets excited that he has a consultant on the movie Interstellar with Matthew McConaughey and Anne Hathaway and Michael Caine, amongst Matt Damon and other people, Casey Affleck. Bernadette looks over Howard's changes with him, like looking like a bodybuilder. Bernadette comments that at least the other story was real, and that in the end, the little astronaut was brave. Howard doesn't want to keep revealing how mean they were to him in the space station. Then Bernadette says that she gets it, though. It would take a real brave man to publish a story that like to help poor frightened children. Howard wonders, due to her guilt trip, if his wife was really Jewish. Amy thanks her friends for convincing the scientists to come. Speaking to President Siebert and Professor Arnold, she thinks that the couple coming up with the super asymmetry at their wedding was a great story. Next, Pemberton and Campbell show up to catch them. Sheldon and Penny propose a complicated argument about super asymmetry to them, where Campbell merely says that he agrees with Sheldon. Then Pemberton thanks Sheldon that could not have done it without them. Sheldon tries to get everyone to hear that until Leonard tells him to shut up. Pemberton then comments that they are getting all these accolades, while some people make them feel like they are imposters. Amy then blows up and rants at Pemberton and Campbell that they are indeed imposters and frauds, and that she and Sheldon are suffering from imposter syndrome. Finally, Howard is reading the book to Hallie, where he is afraid while going up into the space station. The astronaut had a secret, and when an alien broke into the spaceship, he destroyed it. Bernadette corrects him, to which Howard tells his daughter that it was really his bossy wife. That will be a story for another day. And that's what ends this episode of The Big Bang Theory. So I'm going to score it an 8.3 out of 10. My character of the episode is going to be Sheldon. And as many of you know, I rate Penny, because Penny is the reason why I started watching The Big Bang Theory, and one of the reasons why I continue watching it. I'll give Penny an 8.3 out of 10 in this episode. So you've heard everything that I have to say. Now it's your turn. If you're a fan of The Big Bang Theory and you want to help me out with the YouTube algorithm, please make sure that you Hulk smash the like button. Otherwise, I'll shut Sheldon after you. Share the video with a friend. Put this video on any one of your social media platforms. Don't forget to sound off in the comment section about what your thoughts are on this episode of The Big Bang Theory. What would you rate it? Who would be your character of the episode? And if you want to do what I do and rate Penny, you can do that as well. And then last but certainly not least, don't forget to hit that sub button. You're watching the video anyway. Subscribe to the channel, join the team, show your damn support, and be a part of something special that you never know we're going to see on JDevTV.